Hey y'all, I hope everybody is protecting their energy. Hope everybody having a wonderful day, and I hope everybody is blessed and just being the best version of you that you can be. Today, I just got a little short message. It's not gonna be like it was yesterday. The day before yesterday or yesterday, one of those days I uploaded the video. My mind's so cluttered right now at this moment, but I just want to really talk about just always making sure you check in with you. Always make sure that you're pouring into yourself. Always make sure that you are okay mentally, physically, and emotionally, because those are the things that a lot of us put to aside because we either A, taking care of a lot of people, B, um, constantly working and not really realizing that we have stuff going on within ourselves, or see it sometimes it is what it is. I'm saying? Some people just don't care. They don't put themselves first because they so worried about what everybody else is going through, and they just, I'm saying, just riding off of what it is that everybody else see in them that they don't see in themselves. So basically, like, they put off the self-care. They put off, like, if they battling something mentally, they put off something. They put it off if they battling something physically too. So that's why I say, like, you always got to pour into yourself. You always got to check in with yourself every morning and every night before you go to bed, and when you wake up, and make sure, and and take the time throughout the day to really check in with yourself. Like, whether it's 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour. No, you know what I'm saying? Like, it don't matter like how long it is. Always check in with yourself to make sure that you're doing good and you're okay, because and if you have kids, your kids depend on you. And how can you tell them what they should and shouldn't be doing if you're not reciprocating that on your end? You know what I'm saying? Like, our kids look up to us, or what, or, you know what I'm saying, like, as the heroes. Like, they look at us like we saved the world. So we got to make sure we're together first before we sit down and tell them, well, you should be doing this and you should be doing that. And they look and they think back in their head like, well, mom, like, you ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing, because look at this and look at that and look at this and look at that. Like, it's just it always stems down to pointing that finger. And it always, what I'm saying. So always make sure that you're the best version of you, because at the end of the day, like, you're the glue that hold everything together. And if you're not taken care of, and if you're not in that in that mental space, like, and everything is supposed to be positive and it's supposed to be as it is, like, then you're gonna put that energy off on the kids, and the kids gonna look like, well, if she half stepping or he half stepping, why can't I? And you never want your kids to everything that taking the easy way out of life is the best route, because it's not. Nothing in life is easy. Even if it is, I wouldn't want it. What I'm saying? Like, not saying that I want uh, um that I want, like, to be hit hard with everything. But at the end of the day, I want myself to, like, I want to have to, I don't want to fight, but I want to have to work for the things that I want, the things that I want in my life. Like, I want to have to work for it, because I don't want nothing to come to me easy, because anything that comes to me easy is not going to be whole. It's not going to be full. It's not going to have the right energy behind it. It's not going to be reciprocated the right way. So always water yourself, because our kids is looking at us. It's a new generation that's coming up. And when I say these kids need leaders, they need mentors, they need people that's gonna take their butt to the side and let them know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of these kids, they want to be gang bangers, they want to be thugs. These little girls, they want to be strippers, they want to, what I'm saying, like, they want to be all the things that that it shouldn't be, because they don't have leaders in their household. They don't have leaders in their family that's teaching them and that's molding them. Like, these babies, like they're lost, and they're lost because of the lack of attention and guidance that they have at home. So that's why, it's like, now I see why, what I'm saying, some people, like, it starts at home, because they really do. Like, whatever you're not getting at home, whatever's going on at home, it's going to rub off on that kid, and that kid is going to react that out in the world, and then and then the parents they want to get mad, or they want to put this persona on, this mask on, and be like, well, I don't know why my kid's that way. Yes, you do, because little Jane is that way because her mom never spoke life into her, never told her she was pretty, never took the time out to really know what her goals is and what her dreams is and what she want to be when she get older. Her mom never really helped her with her homework, never helped her with her reading, and now you see why your baby come in here and she can't pronounce certain words right, or she can't add or count, or she don't know her colors, or she don't know, what I'm saying, her she don't know nothing, because she was never that, like, her mom or her dad or whoever it is that was raising this little baby didn't really take the time out to really guide her, to really mold her, and to really understand her. So now she's left in this world, and she get now she's 19 years old, and she lost, and now she's depending on a man to take care of her, and this man is like abusing her emotionally, physically, and psychologically. Like, like, you don't want your kids to have to go through that. That's why, like, I always, like, that's why when I started having my kids, what I'm saying, like, I wasn't the best mom, but I wasn't the worst mom. But at the end of the day, I poured into my kids even when I didn't have nothing to. Even when I didn't have nothing to give them, I still was there. Like, like, I never gave up on my kids, and I never gave up on myself. And, like, because I don't want my kids to have to grow up in the kind of environment that I did, and I don't want to have to, I'm saying, I don't want my kids to ever have to, especially my daughters, I don't want them to feel like mom was never there. And, like, because I used to see a lot of stuff when I was a kid, like, I don't ever want my daughters to see, like, that's why I don't bring men around my kids. And if I do, like, it has to be a person that I know I'm going to be with. I know that's the best for them, and that's the best for me. Like, I don't want my kids to even have to ever experience that, like, or my boys, because, like, the devil doesn't have no face on it. The devil could be anybody. The devil could be, like, people in your family. Sometimes it could be the kids that you're raising. It could be that, what I'm saying, and it's the outside world too. It's the stuff that's on TV. It's the stuff that's on Facebook. That's why my kids don't have no social medias, like, because, like, it's trying to tarnish our kids thinking process. Like, all of this stuff on TV, like, it's not right, and I see a lot of people, like, they let their little 12 years old, 13-year-old, 14-year-old, 15-year-olds have Facebook, Instagrams, Snapchats, and all that stuff like that. And, 9 times out of 10, they probably not monitoring it because of the fact they want to give their kids space. Like, my little 11-year-old daughter, my oldest daughter, she has a cell phone, and I see everything that goes on in her phone, and I don't, like, try to invade her privacy. But at the end of the day, I want to know what's going on the other side of the phone, especially, what I'm saying, within the world that we're living in today. Like, I give my daughter privacy and everything, what I'm saying, but at the end of the day, mama needs to know what's going on, because at the end of the day, I gotta save you from any kind of monsters that is in this world. And it's sad, but that's what's coming to, because you gotta think about back in our day. I'm 31 years old. Back in our day, we had, when I was growing up, we had Black Planet, we had we had MySpace, the AOL. We had, like, little chat rooms that we can go in and talk to people. And, what I'm saying, I'm not gonna sit here and lie and act like I was just this princess, this princess of the world. This princess of the world. My kids, here they come. No. And, what I'm saying, like, I was in those little groups, what I'm saying, talking to people, but really, what really made me stop doing that is because, like, how my mind is. I went through a little experience when I was a teenager that I never wish on nobody in this world. And what really made me stop doing that and stop going into those chat rooms with my friends and stuff like that, and just trying to have fun, is because, like, it's always a monster on the other end of anything that we do, especially when you're not aware. It don't matter how mad nobody be like, no, it's not. You can't go around thinking like that. Yes, it is. And I always, even when I was younger, like, I never know what a gut intuition was, but I stopped doing that because of the situation that I went into, and then a situation that I had seen a close friend go through. Like, she was talking to somebody, and this man was a full grown man. Like, he was a man. Like, and she thought that he was a teenager, but he wasn't. And I stopped her from going to meet up with that person. And what's so crazy is, because, like, he described himself to her, And one day we just out and about. What? Hi. Okay, get out. I'll be done in a minute. Get out. I'll be done in a minute. Stop hitting your brother. Trail. Go. Put my book down. Get my book. Yeah. Thank you. Shut my door. My boys. But anyways, like he described himself, and it was like a certain tattoo he had. It was two tattoos he had in a certain place of his body. So one day, me and my friend is out and about, and I think we was at like a festival or something like that. I think it was the Polish festival because I stay in Toledo, Ohio. It was a Polish festival, and it was like on the same street that I stayed on, and it was so many people. And then, you know what I'm saying, like, and it's so crazy because like I told her, I was like, I don't think that he a teenager, I think that he a grown man. And she was like, oh no, this, that, and the other, I don't think so, blah 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 blah, this, that, and the other, this, that, and the third. And I always had a strong, like, I always followed my gut instinct, especially when I was younger. You know, like I used to always have feelings, and I used to go off that hunch, and I'd be right. I never knew that was your gut instinct. I didn't know that because I wasn't taught that type of stuff when I was a kid. So this man described himself. He described these two tattoos and boom and everything. And he had one like, and then, but it was a specific one he had on the back of his calf. We at the festival, it was me, her, my little sister, and my little sister friends. It was like 5 or 6 of us. You know what I'm saying? Just having fun, just doing what teenagers do. Of course, I was the oldest. Excuse me. Out the bunch. So we sit here walking, and there's these group of older men, and it was like 4 of them, and we sitting here walking, you know, about to go to, like, I think it was like a the part of the festival that had like the food and stuff like that. So we go, and it was this tall guy. And he was like real cocky. He had like muscles, and he had like hair. It was like dreads, and it was like down to his neck. And he turned around, and we like, cause he was facing us. And my first instinct, like, why he turned around so fast? Cause he seen her, and she was a kid. So when he turned around, we seen that tattoo on the back of his calf. And I had tapped my friend, and I was like, look. And she like, what? And she looked and seen his leg in the back of his calf, and I was like, I told you that was that man. And it's so crazy because I promise, like an hour later, he texted her and was like, I seen you. And, you know, like, it's just like to me, like, it's like, if I would never told her to go meet, like, if I would never try to stop her from going to meet up with that man, ain't no telling if my friend would have been here on this earth or not. And it's so crazy because, like, me and her, we haven't talked in like years, and you know what I'm saying, like, but she's doing good, like, she's doing very good. She got her own little business, and she doing good. She stay out of town, but the whole point of the story is, like, you always gotta protect your cubs. Like, you always gotta protect your babies. And you know what I'm saying? Like, and you always gotta let them know that it's people out in this world that will really try to chew them up and spit them out if they will let them. Like, if they're so gullible and they don't know, and you're not teaching your kids to, like, what to look for and what to expect. Like, my mom used to talk to us about certain situations, but a lot of situations she never really used to talk to us about. I think because she was scared, and she was going through stuff when she was younger, so she didn't want to put that worry on us. But when you got kids, and especially when you got girls, you have to let them know that every smile ain't genuine. Every man ain't caring. Every man ain't loving. And every friend ain't your friend. So today I just want to let people know that you have to be aware, because it's monsters everywhere. They're everywhere. They're here. They look like us. They have the same skin. They smile like us. They're beautiful. Like, these people, like these new it's here. Like they're here. And they will try to leech on the ones that's not aware, especially on our babies. So always teach your kids you can't trust everybody. Because everybody ain't genuine, everybody don't have your best interests. That's why you need to be aware. You need to get yourself together. You need to pour into yourself. You need to do self-care with yourself. You need to be more aware. You need to get yourself together mentally and physically and psychologically so you can be able to guide your kids and let your kids know that they can't trust everybody, because once they see mommy and daddy on board, then they're going to get on board. Once you let them know what these people is, they won't even let half of these people smile in their face, because they gonna already know, nah, I'm cool. My mama and my daddy taught me well. My granny taught me well. My auntie taught me well. My adopted parents taught me well. My foster parents taught me well. So always pour into yourself first, and then pour into those babies, to keep your babies close, because it's something it's something new into this world, and they are coming after us, and they're coming after our babies. Always protect your energy. Peace, love, and light. Take care.